welcome back to our channel. So today we are going to talk about Kennedy's classification and Applegate's rule. Come, let's go into the topic. Dr. Edward Kennedy. So he proposed the Kennedy's classification in 1923, and this classification contains of 4 classes, and the class 1 is bilateral edentulous area posterior to the remaining natural teeth. Class 2 is unilateral edentulous area posterior to the remaining natural teeth. Class 3 is unilateral edentulous area with natural teeth posterior and anterior to it. Class 4, single bilateral edentulous area located anterior to the remaining natural teeth. So why it is called as single bilateral? Because the midline passes in between this edentulous area and we have edentulous space both the sides to the midline, and that is why we call it as bilateral but single, because we have a continuity in the edentulous area and it is a single edentulous area. So it is called as single bilateral edentulous area located anterior to the remaining natural teeth. So when it comes to Applegate's rules, this Applegate rules is used for the diagnosis of an arch and to classify the arch under the classes of Kennedy's classification. And this Applegate's rule contains 8 rules, and let us see it one by one. Rule number 1. So when we start diagnosing an arch, we have to check whether any other tooth needs an extraction. So if any other tooth needed an extraction, we have to first proceed with the extraction and then we have to conclude with the diagnosis and classification so that the treatment plan does not change. If we does not check for the extraction and we concluded our diagnosis and then we extract a tooth, and that may result or end up with change in the treatment plan or change in the diagnosis. Rule number 2. If third molars are missing and not to be replaced, it is not considered in the classification. Rule number 3. If the third molars are present and it is used as abutment, and then it is considered in the classification. And the rule number 4. If the second molar is missing and even in mandible we are not having second molars and there is no need of the second molars to be considered in the classification. Rule number 5. So when we have multiple edentulous areas, the posterior most area will determine the classification. And the rule number 6 is the edentulous areas other than the area which determine the classification is referred to as modification spaces, and they are determined by their numbers. So rule number 7. So when it comes to modification spaces, only the number of edentulous spaces is considered and not the extent of the edentulous space. So finally the rule number 8. So when it comes to class 4, there will be no modification space, as if there is any modification space, that will define the classification and that will not come under class 4 classification. So if you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe to this channel.